order. It's not gonna be a long live. It really isn't. Um, I've been doing daddy duties, taking care of my children and other things I gotta do after this. And I see how we only have like 350 subscribers, which is okay. I mean, I'm not trying to do this full time yet. Um, Give me a second, everybody. It's time to rock and roll. It's time to rock and roll. It's time to rock and roll. Let me turn this computer on. I had to take care of something in my basement real quick. Beloveds, oh, my computer must need to be charged. Give me a second, y'all, man. Your little big brother been so busy taking care of his babies and some other things outside. Um, Sheesh. Gotta get this computer together, y'all. Gotta get the computer together. Gotta get baby girl together. Cause she not working. She lost energy. So I ain't say the prayer yet. You gotta bear with me. Making things set. Normally I do that. I do some had to patch something up, cause I have a certification in construction. So I had to patch some stuff up. You know, that's the least a brother can do. Hold up. Here I'm about to turn the computer on and they ain't turn the charge. I ain't even plugged the charger up. All right, so um, I'm about to plug up her, and then we're gonna say to start off with the prayer. Okay. All right, she's charging. I guess. Let me see if she's gonna turn on real quick. Hopefully she turn. Oh, hey, she turning on. Okay. All right. Let us now do this. I want to give thanks to the primordial great mother who has 10,000 names, 10,000 titles, who created the cosmos, who is also the creator of the all, who is also the creator and also connected to this planet, which we call Earth, because this is also a part of her vessel. Want to give thanks to her, and one of the names I will call her is Tiamat. Want to give thanks to her. She is the creator of the Matrix. People don't know that, but I'm gonna put that out there. Um, Want to give thanks to the ancestral spirits of creation. Want to give thanks to the archangels, the angels, the ancestors. We come to you to ask for protection and guidance on our journey called life. For we only are spiritual beings living a human experience, and we need all of the guidance and all of the help to proceed to the next level of our enlightenment and also our spiritual journey that will take us as far as we are required to go. That has been given to us by our celestial um, birth contract. And we want to say thank you for always watching over your children. Ashe and the year Bobo. Let's go. All right. So I've been MIA for some days, doing daddy duties, taking care of the children. I asked my AI a question today where I dropped my children off at school. And I said, how many so-called black men are single dads? You want to hear what she said? She said, my AI, I call her, is a she. She said, there's 1.8 million single so-called black fathers in this country. That's a lot, ain't it? Makes you wonder. The dads are taking the mantle. It seems like that's what's happening. I'm one of them. But I digress on that. Let's go ahead. So, what your little big brother been doing? I've been doing some research. So I found some videos, but I really want us to focus on, even though the government is open, I really want us to focus on what's happening too. I don't have videos on that, but remember I did that live about the digital ID. Remember I did that live on it, and I played Michi X's video on it. Okay, what people need to understand. You got all these people saying, "Oh, we're getting ready for a new world." Do y'all know what the abbreviation for word "new world" is? Well, not the real meaning of that new world. See, you got to remember that whole great uh global reset. Oh yeah, it was a reset, all right. It was a reset, all right. It was a reset, and this reset is going to deal with a great separation. This separation is going to deal with those that are on the spiritual path and that want to literally live free off land and not worry about the corruption and want to go back into nature. And those that are still dealing with greed, well, let's say the seven sins. That's where we got to go at with this. The seven deadly sins still lurking in this realm. I don't care what nobody say. They can say, "Oh, it's not like that now. We want a whole new vibration." Not everybody can vibrate high. We got to keep that in mind. Everybody is not meant to vibrate high yet. Those that need to vibrate, they're going to vibrate. But your vibration, is it really going to help out everybody else, or is it just going to help out you? See, we got to realize the world that we're in. We got a lot of people that's really self-centered and selfish and not thinking about humanity in general. Okay? Because many people, know it or not, they are only worried about self and nobody else. They're only worried about self and nobody else. Why is that? Because they haven't reached to that higher vibration where they're looking at humanity in general. They're still worrying about self. Right? How many people don't realize that this planet is going through a metamorphosis still? It's going through a serious metamorphosis. And is dealing with the seven chakras of Tiamat, which is this planet, which is another name for this planet, which is also connected to uh those seven dragons that's in the ethereal realm as well. There's things going on that is happening that they're not talking about in the news media, like that uh neo that neo engineered hurricane that took place in the Caribbean. Did y'all know right now as we speak that Spain got hit with a serious flood and it pretty much unalived a lot of people? And what I've been trying to tell everybody on this channel, I kept on saying for years, watch the weather. Kept on saying, watch the weather, y'all. Watch the weather. See, shout out to Mother Shelley because she put
being able to build
she put your little big brother on with a brother that's talking about the weather and natural disasters that's happening. Like I said last time I spoke on this, I spoke on how it was 300 earthquakes that happened in the West Coast that they're not talking about. Okay? And yet, there was a flood in Spain. I'm about to type it up. Spain flood. Give me a second. Let's see. Spain floods today. Let's see if it has that. Look at this. This happened approximately 13 days ago. I'm going to show it to you. Let me see if... Come on. Look at that. Look at that. That was 13 days ago. Approximately 2 weeks. That happened in Spain. Okay? Happened in Spain, y'all. Now, we ain't see nothing yet. We didn't see nothing yet. Spain ain't going to be the only place. Remember, I kept on telling y'all, keep your eyes on the weather and watch what's going to happen. And I kept on telling y'all how Tiamat is raging. She's not playing out here. She's raging for a reason. And, it gets even crazier. Before I say this too, before I show this, all videos, all information for fair use is for education and entertainment purposes only. Look at this. Now, remember I told y'all about the landslides. Look at this. Look at that. Read that, y'all. See that? I told y'all, landslides and all this stuff was going to start happening. Did I not say this? In places that you never thought it would happen, right? Look when this happened. Look at the date. So, I've been telling y'all, Tiamat ain't playing. And we haven't seen nothing yet. Okay? Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Look at all of this, y'all. Look at that. I ain't even playing the sound. But look at the devastation. Look at this. Everybody, I've been, you know what I'm saying? I've been trying to let everybody know what's up. You know what I mean? So it's crazy, right? I've been telling everybody what's been going on, and this happened. Today's the 19th. That happened 2 days ago. 2 days ago. Look at this. So you ask yourself, I believe it's it says Italian washout, okay, but also almost 2 weeks ago, Spain got hit with a flood. So I've been telling everybody watch the damn weather, and I said stuff going to happen in places that you never thought it would happen, right? And I say, hey, Tiamat on a rage. She's on a rampage. See, this hit Spain also. It happened in Spain. That was 2 weeks ago. See, look at this. Spain, storm alert. Look at all this. Look at this, y'all. Let's scroll down. Let's scroll down. That happened 2 weeks ago in Spain. Look at this shit. Look at this. Now, to a lot of people, they'll say, oh, this is prophecy, and, this is prophecy. I'm going to tell you like this. It's ancestral prophecy. Because you got to remember, Spain played a big part in a lot of stuff that's happening today with melanated people. Okay? Look at that. It don't make any sense. But anyway, I'm just saying, your little big brother been trying to tell everybody. I'm going to tell y'all this. In the East Coast, those over the East, from what I was being told, We have at least 2 to 3 years from what I was being told. Okay, that's what I was told. But you gotta remember, the new year starts actually in what? In the spring solstice. So that's what I was told. And I'm like, all right. Because, I mean, the floods ain't going to hit the East Coast just yet, but you're going to start seeing a lot of flash flooding happen a lot in the East Coast. Okay? Those in the Carolinas, keep your eyes open. You know, especially during hurricane season. Make sure y'all stock up on a lot of canned goods and stuff, too, for emergency purposes. Take, I don't know if they have a place called CERT down there anywhere to learn survival tactics, because this is about to be serious. Oh, they had something happen somewhere else, I think, but we're gonna get into that another time. I just want y'all to know, like, it's time to start taking preparing classes. If they have emergency preparing classes in any state that you're in, city, take them. If they're free, take them. I'm telling y'all, take them. I'm just putting it out there. If they have emergency classes for survival, whatever the case may be, and they're free, take them. If they have them in community centers, churches, take them. Okay? Take them while you can. Because I'm telling y'all, the stuff that's happening that they're not talking about. This is not fear-mongering. I'm just letting y'all know how Tiamat is acting. And she's washing away all of the parasitic people. She's taking out all the parasitic people. And remember, this goes back to when I told y'all that the heart chakra is the very important chakra. I've been saying this for a while now. If you have any ounce of hate in your heart towards anybody, you better change that. You better go into that love frequency. I'm telling you right now. Because all these disasters that's happening, it is unraveling, and a lot of it is not man-made. You got to remember, Earth itself, or Tiamat itself, Gaia herself, is a living organism. You get what I'm saying? So we got to really know what's going on here. She's giving frequencies out to her children and also giving signs and signals. So yes, this is Let Me Talk to You Part 10. I am Negadezo, also known as Greenlight Cosmic Angel Fire, better known as Brother B. Forte Ill. So, I'm on here to let y'all know what time it is and what's happening. Peace, what's going on, family? I'm letting you know that this stuff is no joke what's happening right now on this planet. Remember, I told y'all, and I'm speaking to my melanated brothers and sisters real quick. I told y'all it's time to go back to our shit, our ancient practices. I told y'all that. I even played videos on one sister talking about who we are really. I also played that video with that same sister over and over again when she said those that are in West Africa, they are descendants along with us of the original Atlanteans of this country. And we were called Mers, or they say Moors, but it's actually Mers. And this country was called Mu, M-U. Okay? We also had a connection to the golden calf, all that other stuff. We'll get into that another time. But we got to go back into this. That's the only way we connect back to Earth. We connect back to the spirit realm. We become one with the spirit realm in this planet. Let me tell you something. The technology that they're using today, they used that in yesteryear in ancient time. A lot of it didn't just come from reptoids that they're saying and all of that. We already had that. What happened, we wound up going to sleep. And This was all done by people that look like us, but are not us, if that makes any sense. And they are the ones that really rule everything, not the people that look like this. What y'all need to understand, these beings are mixed. They're mixed with a certain DNA. But I digress on that too. Because I'm about to show y'all something to see if I can find some stuff that I had found. Because I can't remember how many things I found so far as far as videos, but I just want to let y'all know things that's actually happening, beloveds, that they don't want to talk about. They want to keep ish a secret. And you're like, yo, why do they want to keep things a secret? They don't want your ass to know. They want to keep your ass asleep. They don't want the sleeping giants to wake up. You understand? They don't want you to wake up at all. They don't like the fact that a lot of us are waking up. Now, let's talk about some stuff right quick. Let me show y'all this video. For fair use, all videos, all information that I play on here is for educational and entertainment purposes only. I'm going to say that so y'all can actually now watch this video that I'm about to play for y'all. You know, you got to question yourself about the educational system, right? How was it created? How was it created? Who was the mastermind behind the educational system? Ask yourself that question, right? Like, yo, well, Neg, who was the mastermind? Who was the mastermind behind the educational system in this country? Now listen. Check me out. Listen to this.
Is based on a complete lie. John D. Rockefeller bought all the major universities, all the major media companies early with all of his money, and basically created his own curriculum for medicine. And the only way that you could get grants is by using their curriculum for medicine. And their curriculum for medicine was based on what? Pharmacology. And what was pharmacology rooted in? The extraction of substances from oil. But then they started to realize, holy shit, these medicines that we're extracting from oil are actually creating cancer. And they use all of their power, they use all of their media influence to debunk all forms of natural therapy, and any doctor that dared speak up against them, do you know what happened to them? They were completely discredited, and their lives were destroyed, and some of them were assassinated and killed. Again, whatever you need in life will control you. And if you think you need your pills, you will be controlled by the pharmaceutical companies and the people that control them. Anyway, fucking hell, just calm down.
Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? And this video came from a beloved brother who owned this company. Shout out to him. Called More Herbs. Those that are out in Detroit that's watching, I recommend you go there and get your herbs. You know what I'm saying? Great people. He was one of my teachers in the Moorish Science Temple of America. Great teacher when it come down to the Moorish science and breaking down the science and going over things with us. When the class is like the class of 2016. You know, him and his wife, they doing great work out there in Detroit. Now, I think you can probably purchase stuff online. That's their website for herbs and everything. I don't know how much the price is, but I just want y'all to know y'all can probably purchase stuff online. They probably deliver it to you and everything else. Okay? So, yeah, it's that time, beloveds. It's just time to start really doing what we got to do. All right, that was one of my videos that I've been looking for, and there's another one. So now you know who created the whole university thing, and yeah, okay. Now, let's see something about Russia. Give me a second. I'm waiting for it to download right now. Shout out to our elder, Bobby Hemmett. This is an old video that they don't tell you. Okay? For fair use, educational, entertainment purposes only. This is what they don't tell you about when, I think it was Stalin or somebody that they were obliterating or unaliving Russians. Wait till you see and hear what Russians they were wiping out.
Russians, black Russians. How the hell we gonna kill 100 million people? If that's a number, how you gonna kill millions and millions of people, his own citizens, and they don't turn against him? They was doing ethnic cleansing and was killing leftover black Russians.
And they're doing that even now, and it's still
Exactly. What happened was the Cathars, which was a Gnostic Moorish people that settled into, they settled France, they settled Ireland, and they went on up into Russia and on into Bosnia. And from 1991 to 96, they killed off that black element in Bosnia. Of the leftover Cathars.
Play it again, one more time.
Stalin.
Oh, it was Stalin. Yeah, I think I was right.
Russians.
black Russians.
How the hell we gonna kill 100 million people? If that's a number, how you gonna kill millions and millions of people, his own citizens, and they don't turn against him? They was doing ethnic cleansing and was killing leftover black Russians.
And they're doing that even now, and it's still
Exactly. What happened was the Cathars, which was a Gnostic Moorish people that settled into, they settled France, they settled Ireland, and they went on up into Russia and on into Bosnia. And from 1991 to 96, they killed off that black element in Bosnia. Of the leftover Cathars.
Ain't that something? So, that says a lot. Remember how Vladimir Putin put out those icons in Russia, showing us those pictures of those biblical figures and everything? But you hear what he said about the Gnostic? Remember, I spoke on a Gnostic real brief on one of the lives. That is the mystical system of Christianity. All this is our stuff. All of it. And it goes back to an ancient practice that I've been talking about as well. See, this is not a game, y'all. Listen. This is showing you how a lot of our ancestors, when they were unalive, how they're also powerful etherically in the spirit realm. There's going to be a scientific discovery about the etheric body coming out soon, if not already out. And it's going to show how we are more powerful spiritually than we are in the physical. I'm trying to tell y'all, things about to hit the fan soon, because I'm telling you like this, those that had crossed over that's no longer here, they're going to be helping in that realm to those that are in tune. And I know it sounds crazy, but it's going to happen, and it's already happening. Okay? All right. It's just that we got to get back in tune. It's a wake-up call. All right? Man. So, this is something I want to share with you all about the color green that's connected to melanin.
They have them green spots because our true color is green. That's our true color. So think about cartoons like Dragon Ball Z. Our people being the original color of green with the melanin, right? So when we come out, we still got them green spots on us. They're talking shit. And we start losing them green spots because of the oxygen. There's Piccolo. Now, you might know this brother right here. You might know him as Malcolm X. But his Moorish name is El Haj Malik El Shabazz.
It's a surprise to y'all because y'all didn't believe me.
Look at the drip he got on. Straight turban with the Moorish cloak on. Huh? Hold on. Don't that look just like fam?
Whoop. Here I come. Oh, here I come. Yes.
In real time.
Like half of the time I'm focused on what I'm doing. But then I need niggas to hate because it motivates me. I think a lot of people love that.
So, once again, we were in tune with the planet when we had that green skin. And we show it every once in a while because when you look at your blood vessels, you can see that color green. Okay? I'm just showing y'all stuff because I feel like it's a wake-up call. It's time to realize what's going on. This right here, like I said, for fair use, educational entertainment purposes. I want y'all to peep this out real carefully. This is dealing with the vax. Those that took the COVID vax, information right here. And look what it says 10 weeks ago. Let's go ahead.
20% didn't. 20% did not take a vaccine. The vaccine was never safe enough for me to take. Messenger RNA devised by Pfizer and Moderna has been chemically modified to be unassailable to enzymes in the body to be broken down. The messenger RNA is found in the human heart of people who die after the vaccine. It's found in the brain. The spike protein is found everywhere in the body. 3 studies now show the spike protein is circulating in the blood for 6 to 9 months after people take the shot. This part of the virus, the lethal part of the virus in the vaccinated, it's circulating in the blood. And then they take a booster, they get more circulating in the blood. It is a killer protein. It cannot be safe. It was not safe by design. Safety trumps efficacy. We cannot tolerate false drug claims. And we saw a poster behind Senator Blumenthal making a false drug claim that vaccines saved millions of lives, specifically the COVID vaccine. Well, let's take a look at that. When someone signs consent for a vaccine, Senator Blumenthal, does it say it's going to save their lives? Of course it doesn't. It's not on the FAQ. There's never been a prospective, randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled trial ever showing that COVID-19 vaccines reduced mortality or hospitalization. There's not even a valid non-randomized study. Thankfully, COVID mortality went down for 3 reasons. Because we all got the infection, vaccinated and unvaccinated, so we developed population natural immunity. We developed early treatment. Credit to Operation Warp Speed. We used all the Operation Warp Speed tools, additional drugs. We treated patients with multi-drug protocols at home so they don't go to the ER. So Governor Green never saw the patients we treated because they were successfully treated at home. And the third reason, to a much milder form. Those things happen concurrently with rollout of the vaccine. The vaccine cannot be falsely credited with saving millions of lives. We can't allow false drug advertising to be put up on a poster behind one of our public servants. We cannot accept that.
So let me quick.
Ain't that something? So the whole time people that was getting vaxxed, they have that spike gene or that spike stuff inside of them. Now, shout out to Robert Kennedy Jr. I want y'all to hear this video for fair use. And I'm gonna do my commentary. Don't get it twisted. But I want y'all to hear this. They're letting us know that so-called black people DNA is different from everybody else's. They're letting us know in this video. Okay? Listen to Robert Kennedy Jr. For fair use, educational, entertainment purposes only. Now it's time for y'all to hear this. Let me scroll down a little bit.
Scientific. We should not be giving black people the same vaccine schedule that's given to whites because their immune system is better than ours. Can you please explain what you meant?
There's a series of studies, I think most of them by Poland, that show that to particular antigens that blacks have a much stronger reaction. There's differences in reaction to different products by different races.
So I have 17 seconds left. Let me just ask you then, so what different vaccine schedule would you say I should have received?
The Poland article suggests that blacks need fewer antigens than...
This is so bad.
Two type of melanins that's responsible for black and white skin. Black people have eumelanin, while whites have pheomelanin. This makes blacks carbon-based people, while whites are nitrogen-based people. And mainstream scientists practice covert racism based on these biological differences. For example, you ever wonder why the soil is becoming more and more depleted? This is because they changed the soil from being carbon-based to nitrogen-based. Even though nitrogen depletes the soil, they made that the standard to cater to their white nitrogen genetic makeup. And when it comes to shots, they are able to create subtle biological weapons that can kill off blacks faster than whites. This is why when it was time for the jab rollout, who was the first group of people they wanted to get it? Remember this?
You know, here in the United States, really it's going to be black people who really should get it first.
Not only that, there was also a scientist named Larry Ford who linked with this man, Walter Bassoon, to create a biological weapon during the apartheid that can kill off black people specifically. All because you don't know your biological makeup and they do. Then you had this uninformed woman getting offended by it. As a community, we gotta stop being the least informed and most emotional.
I rest my case. There's a war been going on for a long ass time, right? A war been going on for a long time. And I'm telling y'all, this is a part of that final showdown that I've been letting y'all know about. Let me shut my computer down real quick. My apologies for my elbow. There's been a war going on for a very long time amongst our people. But not just our people, the whole human race in general. But it just so happens to be people that are melanated that's being attacked more. The reason to that is because of your bloodline. The reason to that is because who you are in this country. The reason to that is because how serious your Kundalini is, and you're not aware of it. Everybody is mimicking you. And I'm talking to you, my brothers and sisters that are melanated, that go by the so-called race of black Americans. Everybody mimic you, but everybody want that DNA. That melanin is very serious. Do you not understand? The more bodies that they wipe out or unalive, the more melanin they can do research on to live longer. You're in tune with the planet and the cosmos. It is your divine right. The divinity that you have in your DNA, your genetic makeup speaks for itself. And I'm telling you, this has been going on for a long time. And they do not want you to wake up. And I'm not just speaking about the brothers and sisters here. I'm talking about the brothers and sisters in the Caribbean, all the way down to South America, even over there to the western shores of El Cabrilon, what you call Africa. Listen, by you being the descendants of the Atlanteans, and also being the descendants of the priest or high priestesses and priest of Anu, and many other definitions that you have. or titles you have. They know the significance of the power of your melanin, the power of your carbon, which is the 3 sixes that everybody been scared about, which is 6 protons, 6 electrons, and 6 neutrons. That creates carbon. You are that beast that they've been scared of, that have not been tamed. It deals with your genetic function. It deals with that Kundalini energy. It deals with that X chromosome. It deals with who you really are as a people. You are the X-Men. If you don't believe me, there's an old article that was made by Stan Lee, who said, literally, they asked him, well, where are the so-called black people in your comics? He said, they're the mutants. Martin Luther King represented Professor Xavier. Magneto represented Malcolm X. X-Men came out in, like, what, 1967 or 68? I want to say, what is it, 57 years later, here we are. But here's the kicker. We have our own agents amongst us too. We have people that are talk all knowledge, but they are actually in it for their own selves. That's a lot of them. Now, I remember being featured on an old channel years ago, and I kept on saying we gotta go back to our stuff. I've been saying that for a while for a reason. Because our science have power. I showed y'all videos of people that don't look like you that's using your science. Matter of fact, an old mentor of mine who's from New York, and I spoke to him last night, and he was like, brother, he said, the whole Ifa tradition. I said, yes, sir. Santeria tradition. I said, yes, sir. Voodoo tradition. I said, yes, sir. He said, that's our stuff. They need that. Who is he talking about? The people that don't look like you, that's in power, that's supposed to be in power. They want you gone because they want that. They want that power. Listen, how the way the computer was made, y'all forget that a melanated man, so-called black American man, made the computer and the internet and video games. But you know what system that they used to create the computer, the numerical system in the computer? When you see 010101, you know where they got that from? Your Babalaos that practice Ifa, your Santerios that practice Santeria. I don't have to make up none of the stuff I'm saying, but they'll tell you that it's demonic and evil, but they'll practice it behind closed doors and say F you to all of y'all and laugh at you. Listen, there is war going on in the etheric realm, and you are Etherians and don't even realize it. You're walking around, not all of you, many of you are walking around like zombies. Not all of you. Many of you are walking around zombies hoping that you can find a leader, and yet you fail to realize you are your own leader. You're looking and waiting for a savior. Guess what? You are your own savior. They got us so screwed up. They don't want us to rise. Listen, this is not to save everybody. However, this is a video for people to start listening, pay attention, because the stuff I'm telling you, you can look it up and see I'm not lying about it. I haven't told y'all about how Tiamat is acting. Don't you know these ancient sciences and practices is going to get you in tune with the planet? It's going to get you in tune with the spirit realm, the cosmos, the cosmic forces of creation. Also, it's giving you the connection to your own divinity. Listen, y'all. Many of the churches are 501c3s. Don't believe me? Look it up. A lot of the mosques are also 501c3s. I'm going to leave it right there. Look at what a 501c3 is. Beloveds, I'm just putting this out there because they're going to keep on trying to stop people from waking up. Meanwhile, Tiamat is calling for her children to wake up. And you say, well, who are her children? Her children is connected to a frequency. And that frequency is dealing with that 144 that you keep hearing about. Shout out to the Brother Price of the King for that video too, but it's about that. Listen, y'all. There's also truths coming out about the indigenous people of the land. Matter of fact, let me see if I have that, y'all. Give me a second. I hope I have it. Because I ain't showing a lot of videos today. I just showed those. Okay. Let's see that one I'm gonna have to show. There's how the way they doing it, right? You see how they doing it, right? That's how you know. At all this time I wasn't saying all of this. Now look what they doing. See, when I start coming out with truth, look what happens. Let me see something. Man, look, I ain't even show y'all all the stuff that I got going on for these videos. Man. Let me see which one I want to start on, because honestly, y'all, I don't even know where to start. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I really don't. Let's go ahead with the Eurasian. Let's see if it's gonna show the. I'm gonna see if it's gonna play it first. Give me a second, because now it's about to come out. I found the video that I'm gonna put up. I'm gonna try to do a live sometime Saturday or Sunday, and I'm gonna play this video that I found where it showed the Siberians walking around, literally saying that they know they're not indigenous, and they showing pictures of the Siberians. Okay, crazy work, y'all. Crazy work. I'm trying to see if it's going to download this, y'all. Please give me a second. All right. For fair use, like I said, this is all for entertainment purposes, and yeah. Give me a second, y'all. I'm trying to get this whole video. Listen to this woman. Trying to stop it. Okay. This is scientifically proven for fair use, entertainment, and education purposes only. Listen to this.
Since the 18th century, ethnographers and archaeologists have been arguing that there are strong cultural and ethnic similarities between Native Americans and the people of Siberia. So what are those similarities? Well, first of all, appearance and clothes. Apparently, Siberians and Native Americans even look alike. Distinctive cheekbones, an upright posture, and dusky skin. In the 19th century, famous explorer Fridtjof Nansen called Evenks, the indigenous people of eastern Siberia, the Indians of Siberia. Both Siberians and Native Americans dress themselves in clothes made of deer skin, which makes sense, with deer the main breeding cattle. But what is striking is how similar the ornaments and types of embroidery used to decorate their clothing was. Next, religion and beliefs. Shamanism, belief in the afterlife, and the power of spirits are prevalent for both cultures. Even skin tambourines are used by both Siberian and Indian shamans. In both cultures, they worship the spirit of fire and believe in the world tree as the main pillar of existence. Low alcoholic beverages feature in ceremonies, and while the drinks differ, corned beer for Indians and milk vodka for Siberians, the ritual stays the same. All gather in a circle and drink from one cup, passing it on to the next. Both Siberians and Indians used tattoos as spiritual signs. Their houses looked alike too. Teepees and chums were go-to structures for both Siberians and Native Americans. And then the language. A connection exists between Siberian and Native American languages. In early 18th century, German naturalist Jörg Steller, who traveled to Kamchatka and then to North America, argued that either the people of Kamchatka and North America communicated somehow with each other, or Native Americans are the same people as Kamchadals, or are somehow derived from them. After more than a century of speculation, geneticists have proven that Aztecs, Incas, and Iroquois are closely related to the people of Altai, the Siberian region that borders China and Mongolia. Listen to this.
Stop right there.
Fearless nomadic.
Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that? I don't have to say nothing else about that. You know, all the people that have been saying that now, you know, is coming out. But a lot of people don't realize that a lot of times that people kept on saying that we were indigenous to this land. They wear what you call the tartar bush or feathers. They've been saying that for a long time. A lot of people took a lot of that information. They've been running with it. Okay? And where am I going at with all this? All this is interconnected, meaning the people that have been indigenous the whole time to not just the planet, but this country, we were in tune with the planet so much that we knew that each part of the planet, from its water, fire, earth, whatever, had a spirit to it. And what we did, we molded that and created. And we knew the power of ethereal energy and power and stuff like that. We knew about the ethereal. We knew about all of that stuff, okay? We were so in tune that we actually knew how to call upon that ancestral energy. And we would put it in a statue. We would go ahead and give stories about it. And some of those same energies, know it or not, they did walk the face of the earth. That's why we're in tune with nature. That's why we're in tune with the spirit realm. We already knew this. Other cultures been copying what we've been doing. There's nothing new under the sun. My thing is, when are we finally going to wake up and realize our value to the planet, to the cosmos? When are we going to realize the serious value? When are we going to see that? Because everybody else see it, except for us. But, you know, I'm not going to go all into that. I just want to let y'all know it's time for an awakening that's actually happening right now. And I hope and pray to the ancestors and to the Great Mother that the people the ones that need to wake up in time. Because when I tell you the years to come with the weather patterns is going to be very brutal. All those brothers and sisters in the East Coast and all those brothers and sisters and family out there in the West Coast that get all 4 seasons, winter's going to be a problem. All those that's in the central region, you get all 4 seasons, winter's going to be a problem this year. I'm telling y'all. Watch how winter be this season. Okay? Watch the problems that this winter weather is going to cause this winter season. I just want to say thank y'all for watching, though. I have hundreds of more videos, but I didn't want to play all of them and spoil y'all. So be ready for changes. These changes are going to transform the planet, transform this country. Listen, things are about to hit the fan. On that note, I am your little big brother Negadezo, also known as Green Light Cosmic Angel Fire, better known as Brother Forte F. I am your little big brother, and this channel is our channel. And I want to say love, peace, light, darkness, supreme balance, which is the yin and the yang, which is dealing with the divine feminine and masculine to bring forth supreme balance in this planet and also the ethereal realm. Most definitely want to say thank you for watching. Stay balanced, stay loving, stay caring, work on your heart chakra, do the shadow work. Love all of you. Peace.